Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners. Welcome to this next edition in the annual Lenten tradition known as Letters for Lent. This one, as with all these videos, are going to be dedicated to the living and deceased members of the Defino family. People who have really inspired me as an autistic individual and as a Roman Catholic. And as such, I can't say, I want to be able to make sure that I get this as succinctly as I can, but I can't today with it being Good Friday. Our Jewish friends have already celebrated Passover, and if you are one of these individuals that celebrate Passover, I hope it was a peaceful one for you. I hope you got a chance to feast or celebrate with your families. And it kind of gets into the Good Friday message I wanted to share with you all, dear readers and viewers and listeners. We all have bad times in our lives. God knows that. Jesus knows that, and everything happens for a reason. It can't be overstated today, of all days, when it comes to Good Friday. People might feel like everything's going wrong. Things are feeling like they're confused, they're angry, they're upset, they're worried, and that's not only true in the disciples' time, but it's also true in our time too. But it's also important to know that even through all this, all the good, the bad, the highs, the lows, that everything goes on in our lives, that God's always there to help us out. And we should never stop seeing God in all the bad things that happen in our lives. It's easy to celebrate God when everything's good, when everything's going great, when things are going at their best. And it's hard to see God in even the smaller things, like the bad days that happen in your lives. Like for myself, the anxiety, the depression, and all the things that go along with that. I just feel like today is a good day in more ways than one. Not just the fact that it's Good Friday, not just the fact that that it was Passover, but in some ways to know that even in our darkest times, even when things feel like you might be feeling confused or hurt or angry, to know that God's always got our back. And it's important to note in times of wealth and in times of poverty, in times of sickness and in health, as married couples will probably know that little line. But the point I want to make is this: is that not only with even when things seem at their lowest, things can always get better. My late grandfather, God rest his soul, always had a saying that my dad mentioned to me. I thought I was worse off till I had no shoes, until I saw the person that had no feet. To me, that's a game changer, and it really kind of puts faith, it really puts life into perspective. And it's one of those times where if you have a lot of clothes like you don't wear as much, you should give them to the poor. You should be able to help others that need help. If you can donate money to a food pantry, you should do that. Anything that can help others in their time of need, because we're all dealing with times of need. All of us deal with times of need in our own lives. Not to get political here, but when it came to the government shutdown, the one thing I saw on social media before Lent, I should say, is that people were swarming for their food pantries and overwhelming them. What would happen if you helped out? What would happen if you made someone's bad day a little bit better? Because we could all do that in our lives. We could all do that in our lives, even by our own example. People always ask me, I have a friend of mine who always asks me why they always feel so lighter when they're talking to me. A friend of mine said that he feels lighter when they talk to me. And I don't know what to say. And I could say it here because it's always important. But the thing that always keeps me grounded, the one thing that always keeps me feeling like everything's going to be okay is my faith. These are the reasons why I've done these videos, the Letters for Lent and the Advent of Hope, all to kind of give you all an idea about how faith can work in all of our lives. Even when things seem bad, when things can feel a little bit confusing at times, it's always important to know that whatever happens, God has our back. And that's going to be, and it's not just for, and to kind of pick it up to Passover, to the Passover Seder in its way is a remembrance that God is always in control, that he helped Moses and the Egyptians, or Moses and his people, go from the Egyptian people from their capture to freedom. That's another point to this puzzle, and one of the reasons why I wanted to combine these two together, because they both had the same thing. Whether it's Moses, Jesus, the disciples, or even in our current time, when things seem at their worst, God always has our back. So, dear readers and viewers, if you like these videos, please feel free to leave a comment in the sections in the comments below. And if you like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe to these videos. And you can check out me not only here on the Autistic Super channel on YouTube, but you can check out all my videos in the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Until next time, dear readers and viewers, listeners, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, shine on.